Hey, what's up, y'all? My name is Millennial Smark, and I'm back at it again with another video. Timestamps are down in the description box if you want to go directly into the review. So I just got finished listening to the Chris Van Vliet podcast episode with Matt Hardy. I seen the Jeff Hardy one a couple of days ago, which was a great episode also, but this is more so talking about the Matt Hardy one because he brought up a few good points that I want to kind of like throw back at you guys, and you tell me if, you know, he's going crazy or if I'm going crazy, because I absolutely agree with him, but I want to go a little bit further into the discussion. It's not like I haven't talked about this in the past. So Matt was talking about how as he's getting older, because as you guys know, Matt Hardy, which is fucking insane to think about right now, Matt Hardy's 50 years old. It is fucking wild. I always have in my mind Matt and Jeff still being in their early to mid 20s, and now they're 50, and it's fucking sad. I hate getting old. I hate getting old. But one of the things that he brought up was that, you know, when he was younger, he was able to do certain things that he can't do anymore, like 450s and stuff like that. And he talked about the fact how, like, yeah, if he was in the same shape that he was in about 20-30 years ago, he'd be able to do the exact same things the guys are doing nowadays, and he'd be able to keep up with them. They can have matches like this. But he said, but that's besides the point. You know, now that he's at this age, now that he knows the business inside and out, being in it for 33 years, he said if he had the knowledge that he has right now and he could take it back in the past, he didn't say this verbatim, but essentially this is what he's saying. If he had the knowledge that he has right now and he could take it in the past, he still wouldn't go out of his way to compete in the same manner as to how the guys nowadays compete with each other, right? Because he knows nowadays that even though, yeah, the Hardy Boys is known for the risk-taking and the extreme stuff, I mean, it's not like Matt wasn't able to get over a shit ton of gimmicks in his own right as he got older. One may even argue more over to the degree in comparison to the Hardy Boys. See, I don't think anyone ever talks about that when discussing the Hardy Boys. Yeah, as a tag team unit, obviously the Hardy Boys is over, they're legendary, all this other kind of stuff. But separately, Matt and Jeff did very well for themselves. Jeff, obviously, one can make a strong, I mean, I make that argument, I've made that argument that Jeff Hardy is one of the best wrestlers of all time. Not top 10, not top 20, maybe not even top 50. But when you were to bring up 100 of the best wrestlers of all time, I put Jeff Hardy on that list. I've actually put Jeff Hardy on my top 100 greatest wrestlers of all time list. And in Matt's case, he got over everything that he wanted to get over. And you think of what influence in particular Matt Hardy has had on the business, you can argue that his influence has been more impactful than what Jeff has done for the audience to see. When you think about the TLC stuff, from my understanding, you listen to all the participants, most of the ideas of the TLC spots came from Matt. You know what I mean? And then obviously you take the final deletion stuff and all that stuff. Matt doing that, you know, and obviously, you know, people are gonna probably bring up Lucha Underground and stuff like that, but in the manner of how Matt did it, that type of shit is what most people were doing during the pandemic. You know, that deletion stuff really influenced the pandemic without Matt or anyone even knowing that was going to be the case. So, you know, between the actual spots, between the tag team runs, between the match in itself being a staple in professional wrestling, one may even argue the spots that the Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian, the Dudley Boys have done is a massive influence on guys in AEW for them to do the dumb shit that they do nowadays. And then you talk about the COVID stuff. Matt and Jeff have had separate careers that have been greatly appreciated by the business. And when you think about it, it had more of an impact than what they did as a tag team unit overall. You know what I mean? By themselves. Obviously, if you include the TLC stuff, but that took Edge and Christian and the Dudley. Talking about Hardy Boys as a single unit, and then include Lita within that also, because she's also a trailblazer in her own right. I look at that and I say to myself, and Matt Hardy actually talked about this too. He was like, if I can go back in the past, all the stuff that I did that was influential on the business had nothing to do with the flips. Nothing to do with the flips at all. It was all about the moments. It was all about the character. It was all about the story. And, maybe it's because he grew up in a time frame where the Attitude Era. See, when I think about the Attitude Era, and I think most people think about it, the number one word that comes to mind when talking about the Attitude Era, first and foremost, is cool. It was cool. Maybe nowadays, obviously, because it's dated, all the stuff in pop culture, say in the 90s, and even then, I'll argue that too. One of the things that used to float through my mind, and I still think about this from time to time, think about how the 80s played out, right? All the way up to like 1989. Look at the styles. Think of 1989 and what do you think of your mind, right? Caricature-wise, right? You think of NWA, you think of Guns N' Roses, obviously. That's the typical style of what you probably will say was throughout pop culture, at least in America, in 1989, right? And then you look at 1994, for an example, which I kind of think is when people kind of broke away from the 80s completely. And you look at the style in 1984 or 1994, it's funny. Look at 2025 in the styles that are currently going on right now, right? I feel like 1994 was 31 years ago. 31 years removed from 2025. But the fashion and all the things in regards to pop culture, I feel 94 is more closely related to 2025 than it is with 1989, even though it's only 5 years removed from 1989, but it's 30 years removed from 2025. I say that because it's like there's no progression and there's no identity at all for this generation in order to set themselves up to care for nothing other than the wrestling in itself. You know what I mean? Like, I look at today's generation and it's like, what the fuck do you identify as cool? Because there's so many subsections and so many pockets on the internet that people have their own groups. Whereas back in the days, with the Attitude Era and pop culture in general, it feels like America were kind of all on the same page because you didn't have the internet. You didn't have, we had the internet obviously, but not social media is probably the better way to say it. There was no actual groups, right? Groups were pretty much designated like what you were. If you were a nerd in Florida and you carried yourself in a similar way in Washington DC or Washington or North Carolina or Wisconsin or wherever, you're still gonna be considered a nerd. You know what I mean? Versus nowadays, a nerd could be a nerd, or a nerd could be someone who's super duper cool. And it's really hard to kind of pinpoint what is cool and what isn't cool. So I look at that and I say to myself, like, the Attitude Era was deemed cool because everybody were kind of on the same page as far as what was deemed cool, versus nowadays it's very, very hard to kind of nail that point down. So with that being said, there's nothing that you could really focus on as far as having some type of identity in order to kind of nail home, in order to make yourself look or feel cool. So therefore you kind of have to rely on the in-ring stuff. Again, that's just a thought process. People can disagree if they want to, but I don't know. I just thought when Matt Hardy brought that up, and I just thought to myself, like, you know what? The more and more I think about it, it's like, yeah, people should focus on their story. People should focus on their character, as we talked about plenty of times over the past few years on this channel. But man, it's very hard to nail that stuff down when there's not much to relate to. I don't know, just a thought. You guys can have the conversation amongst each other in the comment section, but I talked about that long enough, way too long. Let's get into the video. That could have been a much better opener. I mean, it's Rey, it's Kevin Owens, so it is what it is. I mean, I get it. They're in San Diego tonight, so this is what they want to do. Bring Rey Mysterio out, have him pop the crowd. I mean, I don't know. I probably would have went in a little bit of a different direction, unless this is like a setup for Kevin versus Rey in the main event, and they want to build up to that. I guess fine. I don't know, like like I said a couple of days ago, when it comes to people like Chris Jericho and Rey Mysterio, you know, obviously, you know, I grew up on them and I love them, but at the same time, it's like, man, dude, anytime they're involved in stuff, that it just sucks all the soul out of whatever segment they happen to be involved into. And this is no different, you know. I like how they started off the show in the sense of, you know, Joe and Wade Barrett coming out through the crowd and pumping up all the historical stuff that's gone down in the arena that they're in tonight, which I'm not sure of the name of the arena, but they're in San Diego nonetheless. I mean, what I remember mostly, if it's the same arena, I mean, just given it's San Diego, is by far the best episode of Smackdown of all time. I think I talked about this last week, where you had that triple threat match with Rey, Benoit, and Kurt Angle, and Edge and Eddie had their match on the show. That's the best Smackdown I've ever seen in my entire life. Well, yeah, probably. I was going to say maybe the Fatal 4-Way TLC match with Benoit and Jericho and the Hardys, Dudleys, and Edge and Christian, but nevertheless, though, Rey comes in the ring and, you know, just pretty much talks up the crowd. I mean, god damn it, bro. You talk about fucking Cody Rhodes constantly talking about Dusty and shit. Has there ever been a promo where Rey Mysterio has not talked about Eddie? I get it, you know, rest in peace, Eddie. I miss him too, but I mean, god damn, it's been like 20 years now. I mean, fuck, bro. He milks Eddie Guerrero's name more than the actual Guerreros themselves. God damn, bro. Every goddamn promo is, you know, this is for mi amigo. This is for Eddie. I miss Eddie. Guys, Eddie. This here moment is for Eddie. And it's like, yeah, I get it. You're representing Eddie's name. You want to keep his legacy going. But I mean, goddamn, give it a break already. Kevin Owens eventually comes out while he was in his middle, you know, in the middle of his little, his epic tale, his epic story of Eddie Guerrero for the 18th billion fucking time. Kevin comes on. He doesn't say much either. I mean, he talks about how he's accomplished a lot in his career, things that he wanted to do, and he eventually got the opportunity to do all of it. You know, he main evented WrestleMania with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He had his match with Sami Zayn in order to win the tag team championships, which, by the way, did you guys catch that he went with my, you know, used to be best friend? That's definitely gonna be the WrestleMania match. And he gets in the ring, he talks to Rey, and he's like, I want to have a match with you at WrestleMania. And Rey's like, bro, that's cool, and we can have that match, but you're not really champion. And, you know, Kevin kind of loses his mind over the fact that he's not a champion. He's like, don't say that. He's like, out of all people, you're brainwashed by Cody Rhodes too. And Rey was like, you're acting delusional. You're acting like my son Dominic, which just sends him off the edge. And he tries to attack Rey. Rey fights back, and then Kevin scurries out of the ring. I will say this. It was one portion of the promo where Rey Mysterio went down the opponents who are going to be in the Royal Rumble match in themselves. Actually, speaking of which, give me a second. They just came back on right now. All right, no surprise there. They cut backstage to Rey Mysterio talking to Nick Aldis, confirming the main event tonight's going to be him and Kevin, which is fine, I guess. Not something I'm necessarily looking forward to, but it is what it is. Cody Rhodes did come inside the locker room, or his office, I guess, to kind of talk about the fact that his neck is good, that he has a clean bill of health, he's ready to go. And it was nice to see Cody and Rey kind of talk. You know, if you remember, they did have a feud like fucking 14, 15 years ago. I guess 14 years ago. Well, that would have been, what WrestleMania would that have been? WrestleMania 27. You know, when Cody had the mask on. So, you know, nice little callback there. I like that. But, you know, essentially, Nick tried to hand Cody the contract because apparently they have to sign the contract so they can avoid kayfabe wise what happened at Saturday night's main event when Cody took the package power driver, which is crazy. Once again, AEW transitional move. WWE, we're going to use this spot as a complete crux in regards to a story that we're going to tell going into the Royal Rumble. See the difference? But Cody was like, did Kevin sign it? And Nick Aldis was like, no, he didn't sign it. And Cody was like, well, motherfucker, until he signs it, I ain't signing shit. So hopefully that's going to be the thing that's going to happen throughout the night. We'll catch back on that. We got Bianca Belair and Naomi about to go at it right now. But real quick, I was going to say earlier, Rey Mysterio went down the participants who are going to be in the Royal Rumble. And the more I look at this, like, god damn, bro, this Royal Rumble card is not the card in itself. I mean, even then, though, I mean, the matches that have been confirmed from it so far, we got the ladder match with Cody and Kevin. And also, we have this fucking match, right? This goddamn Royal Rumble match in itself. This shit is fucking stacked. Dude, we got John Cena, CM Punk. I mean, yeah, you got Jey Uso and LA Knight, but more in particular, Cena, Punk, Rollins, McIntyre, Rollins, Cena, Punk, and Roman Reigns. God damn. That is a stacked ass motherfucking Royal Rumble. It's like they're trying to do the 92 Royal Rumble all over again for this generation, right? But I'm looking forward to it. We got 2 more weeks to the Rumble. But as I said, right now we have Nia Jax and Candice LeRae going up against Bianca Belair and Naomi. And the most ass-studded match in professional wrestling history. Oh wait, no. Candice LeRae is there. So therefore that automatically makes it the least ass match in wrestling history. She sucks the energy out of all 3 asses in the ring. So, and yes, I count Nia Jax too. Get that plump ass booty right on my dick. Bounce it, bitch. Alright. Continuing on, tag team match, Bianca, Naomi, Candice LeRae, and Nia Jax. Hopefully this show picks up, man, because this is really boring right now. So we just had this tag team match with Naomi and Bianca taking on Nia Jax and Candice LeRae, and it was pretty paint by numbers. It was pretty stale, pretty boring. Nothing exciting happening. Nothing picked up from it. Now they did. Prior to the match, you know, they continued the whole story with Bianca Belair and, you know, Jade Cargill. I mean, well, maybe I shouldn't say that because we don't know for a fact. I mean, we kind of know for a fact, but let's just pretend for a fact that we don't know for a fact that Bianca absolutely didn't attack Jade Cargill. But they're keeping that story going. I'm pretty sure they're going to try to pull this all the way up to WrestleMania. I mean, the only good thing about this match, if they can make it go to WrestleMania, the only unique thing about it is if they do have their match at WrestleMania, would this be the first ever one-on-one match for a women? I could be wrong, but would this be the first ever women's one-on-one match without the women's championship? You know, all these are just assumptions, but you know, we'll see when we get there. But yeah, as far as the match in itself, pretty boring. They did catch up with Bayley and they talked to her about how does she feel about being in her home state, not her hometown, but her home state, taking on Tiffany Stratton. They were recapping a bunch of things in her past as far as her capturing the women's championship from EO last year at WrestleMania and having one of, if not the worst title reigns ever in that company's history. There's no exaggeration. If I did 100 worst title reigns in wrestling history, that reign would be up there. Arguably top 10 when it comes to the women, which is saying something because the women typically have really dog shit reigns over the years, right? But Bayley made it a point that she's going to beat Tiffany Stratton and she's going to win the women's championship and she's going to continue having terrible, boring ass reigns. Hopefully that's not the case. Coming up next, we do have, I should talk about this too, just because, you know, you got to be complete, got to be a perfectionist. Like Bayley said, she's a perfectionist. We had a backstage segment with Mia Yim and B-Fab. Yeah, she's alive. I didn't know that either. And came Piper Niven pretending to be, I don't know, Secret Service for Chelsea Green. And by the way, gotta say, man, Jesus Christ, Chelsea Green, I swear, you see her on TV, like as far as the match, you know, the matches are considered, doesn't really look that thick. Then you see her up close, she got, again, I can't say, she has a little bit of meat on her bones, okay, she got a little bit of Canadian bacon back there, you know what I'm saying, but yeah, it was pretty stupid. I guess, and it's funny too, because like, they were like, I can see where they were going with this, and B-Fab was standing up and getting inside Piper Niven's face, and all I'm saying to myself, as they're talking, I'm like, no, dear God, please, no. And then they announced that they're going to have a match. Piper Niven versus B-Fab. Oh, good God almighty. I would rather stick my dick in concrete and just fuck the shit out of it. AKA having sex with Candice LeRae. Oh, but that's going to be a match that's going to happen later on tonight. I know. God have mercy on all, not just mine, all of our souls. But like I said before, I was really interrupted by myself. Jimmy Uso came out, having absolutely no charisma while having the most charisma in the room, saying, I'm gonna take out Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo always misses. Nya. I'm going to fight Carmelo Hayes, and I'm going to beat him. For what championship? For what purpose? Storyline-wise, Devontae, you should watch Smackdown every week so you can keep up with it. Yeah, right, dude. Why would I do that, huh? Why would I do that? Did I commit a crime? Huh? What egregious crime did I commit in order to put me on death row? How I get it, because BFAB, Carmelo. Wait, no, Carmelo Hayes wasn't in death row. Fuck, that's just me being racist. All right, but with that being said, continuing on, let's get this shit over with. We still got another 2 hours to get through this. Someone, anyone, I don't care who. All right, bring Jeffrey Dahmer back from the grave and have him do something exciting. Maybe he can find Darren Young and eat him on live television. Okay, please, someone help me, save me. Man, this was a roller coaster ride of boredom to heights to boredom again. So you had this match with Jimmy Uso and Carmelo Hayes, which, again, a pretty nothing match by the books. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a shit? But, story was told, not in the match in itself, but what happened afterwards, right? So, while Jimmy Uso can get them mixed up like I did my thumbnail yesterday, right, boys? Apparently, Jimmy Uso is getting ready to go for the Uso splash before Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu made their ways into the ring. Got a none finish, no disqualification, or I guess a disqualification. Ended up taking them out. Jey Uso, damn it, got them mixed up again. Jimmy Uso got his ass whooped. Carmelo Hayes thought, yeah, guys, we're in this together. We're homies. We're home skillet biscuits. We're bros, okay? We're awesome together, okay? Granted, I could probably fit in your pants, and, if you pulled your pants down, I probably look like a dick. But at the same time, though, we're home bros. We're home skillet biscuits. We're amigos, right? And then Jacob Fatu, he followed up by taking his fucking head off with a clothesline, right? Afterwards, Solo Sikoa comes down to the ring. They go to commercial break. They come back. I'm thinking to myself, okay, cool. What are we going to get out of this? Maybe an angle? Something? I don't know. And Solo leaves the ring. He gets in the ring. He looks like he's about to talk. The crowd boos him even more. He takes off his jacket, takes off whatever else he takes off that I can't remember. No, he didn't take off anything else. He just dropped his microphone. That's just me being gay. He walked out of the ring, walked out of the arena, through the crowd, and this is when we picked up a little tiny bit, and we just got just a taste, just a glimpse of the future of what we can get out of Jacob Fatu, man. Homie picked up that microphone, and he didn't say a lot, but he said enough. He snapped, man. It's not so much his words or his verbiage, not to say that he wasn't consistent. He was good on the microphone also, talk about all the hate that he's getting and how nobody's respecting them, and if they think he's crazy now, they ain't see crazy yet. But it's just his energy, how he snaps, bro, his attitude. I fucking love it, man. I'm still waiting, bro. They still very, very young, bro. They still very, very young. I'm still waiting for my Braun Breaker Jacob Fatu match. I know we all waiting for that match. I'm waiting for it too. Don't worry, we gonna get it eventually. We gonna get it. Cross your nuts, cross your fingers. Don't cross your nuts. That's bad luck. But while he was talking, out comes LA Knight to kind of bring it all down again. My God, talk about a guy who can kill all the energy in the fucking room. My goddamn God, bro. It's like your sister walking in on you while having sex. Not a true story. Maybe. LA Knight comes in the ring, and for some fucking reason, because his character is completely retarded, he decides to try to attack two people at one time. Obviously, he was overwhelmed. Before a Braun Breaker, my head still stuck on Braun Breaker and Jacob Fatu. Really want to see that match. Braun Strowman, he comes out to the ring to try to help out, or not necessarily help out, fucking Eli Drake. He instead comes in to help out Eli Drake. Does that make any sense? He didn't come to help him out, but he helped him out, right? He wanted revenge on whatever happened with him in the Bloodline like a week or two ago. I didn't watch. Again, too busy. Right hand still hurts from last week. And we got a nice little standoff, with Braun Breaker. Damn it, I did it again, bro. I'm mixing up Jey Uso, I'm mixing up Jimmy Uso, I'm mixing up Braun Strowman, I'm mixing up Braun Breaker, I'm mixing up your dick, I'm mixing up my dick. Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu, we ended up having a nice little face-off. I guess that's the future. I would rather see them have a one-on-one match at Saturday Night's main event, but it might be a chance that we might end up getting a tag team match at Saturday Night's main event with Jacob and Tama Tonga taking on Braun Strowman and LA Knight. I don't know. I mean, I would much. I hope they go in the direction of Braun and Jacob in a one-on-one match. Much rather see that match than the actual tag team match. Do the tag team match on Smackdown, but knowing WWE professional wrestling nowadays, might end up getting Braun and Jacob on Smackdown in the tag team match on Saturday Night's main event. Or even worse, we might end up getting the tag team match on Saturday Night's main event, then a week later getting Braun and Jacob in the main event of Smackdown, which again, you should keep that for a special event. But who am I but a lowly fan sitting back, QBing from my chair, telling Triple H what to do while I sit back scratching my neck while my heroin needle falls out of my arm because I'm a piece of shit drug addict. Oh boy, wish I was on drugs right now. But I also caught this too. Did you guys hear that? Am I tripping? Is my ears deceiving me right now? Did they just say that Bayley and Tiffany Stratton are gonna main event tonight? For fuck's sakes, why? For fuck's sakes, why? Why? You have the world champion right there. You still got Solo and all those guys. Can't you do something with them in the main event instead? Why the fuck do we have to have Bayley and Tiffany Stratton of all fucking people having a main event match on SmackDown? Why? Oh my god. Fuck. Put Rey and Kevin in the main event. You know what? Whatever, man. This is a bum-ass show so far. Speaking of bum-ass matches, we got Legado del Fantasma. They're about to have a fucking match with Motor City Machine Guns. God damn, bro. It's like an hour. We're halfway in through this show so far and nothing has happened. I mean, Jacob Fatu snapping on the microphone was pretty cool, but like, honestly, nothing has happened. You might end up getting a big rant by the end of this show if this continues to be the way that it is right now. But yeah, like I said, tag team match. Legado del Fantasma, who had a nice little pep talk backstage about how they were gonna get around ICE deporting their asses, having a match with Motor City Machine Guns, who haven't done anything of relevancy. Oh, they won the tag team championships. Shut up. Oh my gosh, shut up. You fucking losers, shut up. Just excite me during this match, please. Someone get my dead card. I hate my life. I hate this episode of Smackdown so much. All of this is just absolute dog shit. This is a dog shit episode of Smackdown. Oh my lord. I should have skipped this. I should have skipped this episode. This is dog shit. Oh my god. Okay, so we had... First off, I will say this really quick. Not really a big baseball guy. I did hear about the passing of Bob Uecker earlier this week. Again, not a baseball person at all. Never really got into it. But, you know, Bob Uecker, a little bit before my time. But I do remember and seeing all the stuff with him over the years. I mean, I know him more so from, if anything, just, you know, the replay you get all the time with Andre the Giant choking him and throttling him like he's fucking Bart Simpson or some shit. But, you know, I don't have to know the guy to at least pay respects to him. So, you know, my condolences and rest in peace to the young man. I mean, I know he was 90 years old, but being respectful, okay? But let's get back to the actual dog shit. Motor City Machine Guns versus Legado del Fantasma. It was a fine match. I mean, they went out there. I like the tag team tandem from Legado del Fantasma. I guess they just put them out there just to showcase them, or put them out there just to show that they can actually do something, or, I mean, probably put them out there to remind all of us that, hey, these guys are still a thing. Remember, we have a tag team division. Oh man, but it was essentially them having their match and doing their stuff before Pretty Deadly got involved, which led to the Motor City Machine Guns winning the match. That's it. No story, no nothing, just that. They made it backstage, and Kevin Owens was sitting on top of one of the suitcases, or the cases backstage, the equipment cases, and Nick Aldis walked up to him to ask if he could sign the contract, and as you can tell, predictably, Kevin Owens looked at the contract. He didn't see Cody Rhodes' name on the contract, so he turned it away and he told him to fuck off. I'm not signing it until Cody signs it. And he was like, I didn't even read the contract, you know, yada yada this, yada yada that. And one of the most offensive fucking things I think I've ever seen. What the fuck was the point of this? What the fuck what's the point of BFAP versus Piper Niven? Like, what the fuck was the point of this? This could have been kept off the show. I know they did it just to, I don't know, promote their lame ass mid card, I guess, just to give Chelsea Green some TV time. But this was so pointless. This was so useless. BFAP sucks. She sucks. She has literally no redeeming qualities about her whatsoever. As far as a wrestler, she fucking sucks. Pretty sure on the mic she most likely sucks. Has no charisma. Cliche as fuck with the fucking sunshades coming out with her whack ass entrance music. I don't find her sexy at all. She's all skin and bones. I mean, just I can't think of a more unappealing superstar currently at the moment besides BFAP. She sucks so hard. I mean, the only good thing about this is that it went short, very, very short. I mean, almost like a glorified squash match, but she got some offense in, if you want to call what she does offense. She ended up losing the match to Piper Niven after taking a sit-out Death Valley driver, I guess, and she won the match before Michan came out because Piper and Chelsea Green started a jumper, and then, like I said, Michan came out with a candlestick, and she beat the crap out of the two girls, or I guess she beat the crap out of Piper Niven because Chelsea Green ran off, and that was it. This was so useless. This was so pointless. Again, why the fuck was this on the card? Why the fuck was this on the show in general? I spent way too much time talking about stuff that just nothing's happening on the show. We're 2 hours in and nothing's happening on this show. This is so fucking lame. This is such a lame fucking episode. Like, is there anything else that's gonna happen? Maybe another promo just so I can kind of like just get this shit over with. It's no, of course they're recapping Tiffany Stratton cashing in her Money in the Bank briefcase. Oh god, what a lame ass episode. Let's just get this over with. Just fucking continue. Alright, Devontae, come on. You're on the stretch. Come on, you can do this. Come on, Boyle. I know the show's ass, but you gotta do it. You gotta do this. No Euro saying sacrifice your time so no one else has to. Come on, Devontae. No excuses. Everyday wrestling beats me. I'm so old. I'm gonna skibbity myself cause I hate this fucking show. Alright, come on. We gotta make it through, Devontae. We gotta make it through. I gotta say though, man, they fucking got me. They got me. I was actually confused because like I'm looking at the match graphics and I can't tell. They kept going back and forth. 1 minute they're showing fucking Tiffany Stratton, what the fuck I said like that, Tiffany Stratton and Bayley, and like they're showing a tail of the tape and it make me think that the match is coming up next, and I'm crossing my fingers, hoping, praying that this is not going to fucking be the main event, and they're showing the tail of the tape because they're getting ready to show. Nope, instead it was Rey versus fucking Kevin in the middle of the fucking card. And of course, Bayley's coming out right now, so that's the actual fucking main event. Fucking Skibbity and Minecraft, kill me now. Kill me, Skibbity, not kill, Skibbity. Kevin and Rey went out there. They had a match. In the process, Kevin ended up burying the Stone Cold Stunner because wrestling 2025, sure. Why the fuck now? I'm not even angry anymore. Only to beat Rey with a pop-up powerbomb. At least beat him with the package power driver. At the very fucking least. Devontae, they hold that spot for only moves being done to tell a story. Okay, fine. You can't have your cake and eat it too. I guess. Whatever, man. What fucking ever. Rey Mysterio ended up losing the match, like I said, to a pop-up powerbomb. It looks like Kevin is actually going to end up doing the package power driver after all, but he was stopped by Cody Rhodes, who came out. They started fighting, and you got a pull apart brawl. That part was good. I like that. That was good. At least we got something of substance on this fucking show. Good Lord have mercy. They started to fight each other some more before the referees and geeks came out to break them up. A wild Jason Jordan and Kenny Dykstra appears. Kevin ends up in the fucking crowd area. He holds up the championship belt. They probably just did this just to have a shot, just to show him the promo package for the Royal Rumble. I guarantee you that was literally the only reason to do this. Never mind actually getting legitimate fucking heat, but Hey, what more can you fucking ask for? They did go backstage and eventually talk to Cody Rhodes when they came back from commercial, and fucking Nick Aldis made it a point. I mean, God, have they really done anything to each other for real, for Nick Aldis to be this upset? I mean, goddamn, if I have to rank this rivalry as far as intensity is considered, this wouldn't even make my top 1,000. And he's making it like they're fucking Shawn Michaels and Triple H circa 2004, right before their Hell in a Cell match, and they can't be broken apart. These guys can't keep their hands off of each other. Oh my God, they're like a pedophile and a fucking 5-year-old. They just can't keep their hands off each other. Yes, I said a 5-year-old can keep their hands off each other. Shut up, bro. I don't care, man. I hate my life right now. I hate everything about this show. But they did confirm that there's going to be a contract signing at Saturday night's main event. And hey, we do have an upside. As I talked about earlier, they actually are going to do Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu at Saturday night's main event. So that's awesome. I actually really want to see that match, and I'm happy that it's actually going to be... Oh, look at that. Is that Charlotte? Oh, that is Charlotte. Oh, as I'm recording this right now, it looks like Charlotte Flair is going to return. Yeah, she's definitely going to return. Yeah, that's definitely Charlotte. Okay, cool. I mean, when is she going to return? Let me keep watching this. I'll keep randomly babbling on while they show Charlotte Flair, and she's going to return. Okay, they didn't show when she's going to return. Okay, that's cool. Whatever. They didn't show it. They just showed the vignette of her. That's cool. I don't give a shit. But yeah, they're going to have Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu at Saturday night's main event, so that's a good thing for anyone who actually cares. I care. And shaping up to be a nice Saturday night's main event. I wish I could say the same for this Smackdown. Damn, Bayley got some ass on her. God damn. I'd like to stick my face in that. God damn, look at all that ass. But yeah, let's get this over with. Hopefully we get something out of this with Tiffany Stratton and Bayley. Something, anything. Please, God, help me. 3 hours of fucking nothingness. Please. Did I press pause? No, I didn't. Please. Folks, come on now. Come on. There's no way. There's no... If you say you like this show, bro, you're just an ass kisser. You're just a fucking ass kisser if you sit here with a straight fucking face and you said this show delivered. There's no fucking way in hell a sentient person actually watched this entire show and came away with this being... Look, you can like WWE. There's no problem with liking WWE. You don't have to like everything about WWE. This show was not it. This was terrible. They phoned this shit in. And I know you're going to get some apologists out there. Well, Devontae, don't you understand that they're building to the Royal Rumble? And don't worry, after the Royal Rumble, there'll be a good show. Well, goddamn it. That's after the Royal Rumble. We ain't talking about after the Royal Rumble. Stop deflecting. We're talking about this show right here in particular. All right, you can, and I had this conversation with someone a couple of weeks ago. You can slow burn shit and still have things be fun. Nothing about this show was fun. This was all boring. Every single thing about this show was all boring. Even the main event, bro, I'll give credit where credit is due. I'm not saying the match was bad, but it's like, that's it? You legitimately made your main event a women's match with legitimately no angles. It was a straight up match. Boom, Bob's your uncle. Get out of the match. That's it. Credits. Show goes off the air. What the fuck, bro? That's AEW levels of fucking terrible right there, bro. AEW levels of fucking terrible. This was bad. There's no cliffhangers. There was no legitimate angles that happened on this show at all, outside of what you sort of kind of got with the WWE Championship stuff, but it was involving Rey Mysterio, and really all they did was just promote that just to set up something for Saturday. Why? Who booked this shit? Who booked this with a straight face and thought to themselves that this was actually credible? They phoned this shit in, bruh. If I knew this was going to be the show, I would have just skipped this shit. I was in the middle of playing Red Dead Redemption 2 before all this shit, having a fucking blast. I would have just continued playing that if I knew this was going to be the case, man. I got to go to work all day tomorrow. By the way, no videos tomorrow. Letting you know right now, I work all day tomorrow. I wanted to game a little tiny bit. I got to go to work 7 o'clock in the fucking morning. I mean, I have to go to work. I have to go to bed directly after this. I could have used that time fucking gaming if I knew this was going to be the case, man. If I knew this was gonna be it, I would have just fucking gamed, bro. This was so bad. This is literally my only day this entire week where I got the apartment to myself and I wasted it on this fucking garbage ass show. Of course I'm upset, man. They legitimately put a fucking women's match in the main event, did nothing with it. This is primetime, but this felt like an episode of main event, bruh. This felt like an AEW show. Hell, I will even say this. I can't believe I'm actually saying this. At least AEW will give you some crazy ass, stupid ass match. All the matches tonight besides the fucking main event were fucking blasé and pretty fucking lame and straightforward. Hell, even the main event was straightforward. But this is trash, bro. What the fuck has happened to professional wrestling, man? What the fuck? And you know the sad part about this? I know you're going to get some people in here. You're going to get some travelers in here. Ooh, Devontae, you hate everything. But these will be the same motherfuckers in the comment section. AEW Dynamite was fucking terrible. Like, shut the fuck up, man. Fuck you people, man. I don't give a fuck if you unsubscribe, man. Suck a dick, bro. This shit was trash. I ain't going to hide my feelings on this garbage ass show. If they do something good in the future, I'll praise it. This show ain't it. This show ain't it. There's no way, bro. There's nothing but jits in the fucking audience if that's the case, man. No way a person is actually fucking clamoring for the show. Nothing but straight fucking jits in there, bro. People born after 2000 type of shit, my nigga. Like, come on, bro. Wasting my fucking time on all this, man. There's no way, bro. If you grew up in the time frame that I grew up in, bro, there's no way you watch professional wrestling then, get all that, and then come in the future and see all this shit and think to yourself that this is something that can hold up, man. This is all just a waste of fucking time. When we get to, I almost want to skip every episode till we get to the Royal Rumble, just so, because I know at least going up to WrestleMania, we might get some actual good storylines going on at that point in time. Because all of this is just a waste of fucking time. All this is just a pure waste of fucking time. Bruh. I need someone in the comment section. Defend it. Please defend the show. Tell me some highlights out of this. Give me the highlight from this show. Give me the highlight from the show in the comment section, and you tell me, oh, you're just a fucking hater. You tell me if I'm just a fucking hater. Tell me, please, oh please, I beg one of y'all motherfuckers to come in the comment section and tell me a highlight from this show. Stack a highlight from this show and tell me what the fuck is there worth praising about this shit. Again, you gotta be an outright fucking tribalist, bro, in order to sit here and actually say that this shit was good. And that's your prerogative. You want to be a tribalist? Fine, bro. I'm all about professional wrestling, not just WWE. Y'all got this shit all twisted up, man. I ain't gonna praise a show that happens to be this fucking trash, being this fucking fake, being this fucking garbage. Got absolutely nothing going for it. Like, what will be the reason? Ask me. I'm gonna ask y'all. What would be the reason to tune in for Smackdown next week? What's the cliffhanger? What am I tuning into? Tama Tonga versus LA Knight? Pretty Deadly versus the fucking Motor City Machine Guns? That's what I'm tuning into? What's the cliffhangers from this show? Huh? They put in the contract signing on Saturday night's main event. We can't even get that on SmackDown. Man. How is it so hard to put on a compelling wrestling show? Why is that so hard for both AEW and WWE? How hard and why is it so hard to put on a compelling wrestling show? No way people sat backstage and Gorilla and watched this shit and said to themselves, oh yeah, we're cooking. We're fucking cooking. No way. There's no way, bruh. They should be ashamed of themselves for putting out this garbage tonight, man. What the fuck was this? I don't know what the fuck happened, man. I don't know what the fuck happened. I swear to God, wrestling, and I don't even have to talk about the attitude or the ruthless aggression there, but I can just go back to earlier this year. It's like they knew something was happening this week and they just decided to just say fuck it all. Or maybe they just decided to themselves, well shit, SmackDown is now the second priority, knowing now that we're on Netflix, let's not give a fuck about this show, because that's what it feels like. It's no longer a priority, so why give a fuck? Felt like a damn ECW episode circa 2009, man. It's phoning in all this garbage ass shit, man. What a waste of fucking time, bro. What a waste of fucking time. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. I'm actually pissed off. I'm legitimately pissed off. Only from the sense that I thought to myself, okay, well, let me just get on here, watch wrestling, have a good time. But instead, I waste what is precious hours to me to fucking waste it on a garbage ass bullshit show like this. And yeah, they're precious hours to me because unlike most of you fucking Dorito eating fat asses out there, this show right here took away a bunch of goddamn time that could have been dedicated to something more useful. Yes, like playing fucking video games right about now, because this is some of my only time that I have to myself. Gotta waste it on this bullshit right here. Whatever, bro. Have at it in the comment section below. I don't give a fuck, man. Do whatever you want to do. Bitch, moan, complain, and groan. Shit was trash. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. You should feel sorry for yourself if you're gonna fucking defend this shit. My name is Devontae, Millennial Smart. I'm out. Deuces, PIs, all that shit.